Reading some caffeine rage and welcome back to the incredible. Reading some caffeine rage and I'm back with more of the interactive adventures of Dog Mendonça and Pizzaboy. Last time, as you could tell on the television in the background, we were able to get the dog and the boxer to pick a fight with one another, which will allow us to go upstairs. But more importantly, before that, we stopped our body from wandering around, so it's back downstairs, probably with a good bump on its head. So let's head upstairs and see what's going on there. And boy, this is a lot of deja vu from earlier in the series.
Now that the dipper is fueling the furnace...
I'll say, the entire place is going to be a lot warmer now. Let's peek in the bathroom. I mean, last time there was nothing here, so maybe this time it's... Oh, well, hello. What the? Well, there's something you don't see every day.
No, just no. I know I have to grab that wrench. I just can't put my mind to it.
I have to grab the wrench? It says who?
That was even more disgusting than I was expecting.
Okay, so let's try talking to him.
Could I have that plank you were chewing? No? That's okay. I can't argue with this behemoth.
I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I take it I need to go get the gum. Which I probably should have done before we started, but oh well. Man, it must be one hell of a fight in there. Shame we can't watch it. Or even worse, can't sell tickets to it. Okay, so can I trade the remote to you so I don't have to go back through
Mind
him?
if we trade?
Certainly not.
Okay. You know, for these guys working on their anger management, you would think that they would be more angry in general, but no, they're actually kind of nice. But then again, they did say it would take a few hundred years, and outside of setting undead, you know, they couldn't have been there for that long, right? Actually, yeah, I think we should call him Setting Spectre. That seems like a better name for him. Okay. Now back to the bathroom.
Do you want some of this?
Ew.
Whoa! Thanks, dude! It won't come out. I don't know if I can take much more of this disgusting torture.
Okay, well, at least I have an item now. We'll see what else is going on around here. We'll try 419 first. So I don't know why these are 400.
Yeah. It's still locked from the last time I came here. I wish I was one of those ghosts that could phase through walls, but I guess that's just in the movies.
Or you're just not angry enough for it.
It's locked. I wish I was one of those ghosts that could phase through walls, but I guess that's just...
Okay. So, not sure what to do here now. I mean, obviously the only place I could go is the bathroom. And he talks about needing the wrench. I don't know why.
No, just no. I know I have to grab that wrench. That was even more disgusting.
Let's try talking to him.
Could I have that gum you were... No? I can't argue with this
Okay, so we need the wrench. Maybe I could hook up the hammer? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
I have no use for that.
Yeah, I have really no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm supposed to do? Yeah, supposed to be doing here. Why is that so hard to say? I mean, at worst, if I hit the 15-minute mark without making any progress, I'll pause the video, go look at a god, which I made sure that there was a god before I started this series, so I wouldn't be completely stuck.
Mind if we trade?
That's disgusting. I don't want.
Mind if we trade? Forget it, Sonny. Not for that crap.
Okay, so I'm stuck with the plank now. Hey, look, I'm using a board with the stiff. Okay, so I can't trade with those guys. Actually, let's see if Setting Spectre has anything to say about the behemoth in there.
Say, Chief.
Don't call me Chief, son.
Okay, nothing there.
Never mind. Mind if we trade? Show me what you got.
Okay, so this screen is useless now. At least I think. So, we'll leave. Come on, leave. It's very finicky right there.
I have no use for...
Okay, I could try the basement, see if there's anything there. Because this screen also seems like there's nothing here. This screen we resolved. Yeah, whenever you're stuck in a point-and-click adventure like this, it becomes a process of elimination.
I have no use for...
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I resolved everything here.
Not yet. I need to talk to Roger. Exactly the answer I expected.
No, I wanted you to look.
It's weird.
Okay. Can't do anything here. So yeah, it has to be upstairs in the bathroom. It's just, figuring out what to do exactly. Unless there's something here.
Hey! Now I'm able to hold them both as if they were Eurico, exploiting glitches in the fabric of reality.
Aha! So...
It's so sticky and gooey. At least I didn't throw up in the process. Was my suffering worth all these troubles? Only time will tell. I have no use for that.
Now what do I do with the wrench?
I have no use for... I have no use for that.
Yeah, okay, I know the wrench was important, it's just I have no idea what to do with it.
I have no use for that. I can't change the channel in this form. I should get...
Well, I'm not able to get the remote anymore, so they're stuck with it.
I have no use for... I have no use for...
Yeah, right now I'm just going around trying to figure out what to do because...
What are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, this? I don't know. There's an open valve. I meant to close it.
Wait, that would add too much pressure and...
Yeah, I know that. Let's see what happens.
Kaboom?
Oh! That hurts like hell!
Okay, so I just had to wander around until I found the right thing.
I think it'll help me get to the man I'm looking for. But it was mostly about seeing that look on your face when it happened. And now I can take that back.
You would think that using it upstairs would have been fine, but oh well. Well, granted, I never really worked with radiators like that before, so I don't know how the system works and how the pressure moves. Okay, so well, nice place you got here.
I can't open it with my bare hand. A boarded window. I can climb to the crime scene from there.
Okay, that means I need a hammer, which means going back. Oh, son of a bitch. Talk about busy work. I mean, this has been going back to that group. Well, even if I didn't go back a couple times without needing it, going back 3 separate times. That's kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so who has the hammer?
Mind if we trade?
Certainly not.
You have the hammer? No, you had the remote, which means you have the hammer.
Mind if we trade?
Drop it the hammer.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll hang it the hammer. Okay, got the hammer. It's hammer time. Yeah, this is definitely not a top quality point and click adventure. Just this filler time here just feels completely unnecessary, but it hasn't been bad. I've played a lot worse, to be perfectly frank. And at least it's the new school where you're never in a position where it's game over. At least so far. Okay, so hammer, meet boarded window. And hopefully this doesn't require something else.
I don't want to hammer that down.
You're not hammering it down, you're You idiot. I'm not asking you to hammer it. I'm asking you to unhammer it, essentially. I mean, this is like the perfect tool for the hammer. Removing nails. Don't tell me I had to use the wrench. Which makes absolutely no sense. And I probably should have tried to use the wrench before I took it back. Oh, okay, I am getting a little frustrated. I will admit that. Just the fact that I have a hammer and there's a boarded window. I mean, that's like the perfect thing.
I don't want to hammer that down.
We have it. I don't think I used the hammer when we stopped the guy trying to fix the car to get the hell out of here. So, I would think that I would use the hammer there. So we'll go back with the hammer and see if the wrench is what we need, which makes very little sense. I mean, we already used the wrench, so it has to be the hammer, right? Because we've used everything once. I don't know. Let's go make doubly sure that it's not, a pixel hunt to use the hammer with that. Because if it is, then that's really annoying. Because we did have that sort of pixel hunting moment with the board. Because I was trying to use the board to grab the hammer. Or not grab the hammer, grab the wrench. When I had to use it on his head.
A boarded window. I can't open it with my
Like it.
Yuck. Imagine licking. I don't want to hammer that down.
Yeah, that's annoying. Because the hammer is like the perfect tool for this. I mean, it makes the most logical sense. Unless I wasn't supposed to go back for it, the hammer and just use the wrench twice. Which I guess I'll try. I mean, can't hurt, right? I mean, it's only wasting a little bit more time, and it's nearly time to wrap things up anyway. It just, yeah. The fact that the hammer doesn't work on that just boggles my mind, though.
Mind if we trade?
Certainly not.
Okay, now we swap items. Okay, I have the wrench again. I mean, the wrench has to be the item for this, otherwise there's another way to do this, and I'm not sure what it is yet. So I guess it technically doesn't have to be the item for this, now that I really think about it. But it makes the most sense. That's what I'm getting at. No, this isn't going to work, and I'm going to get frustrated.
That hit me hard. What happened? Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm possessing the wall. I am trapped in the wall. Don't panic. They said panicking just makes it worse. I can't hear my heartbeat.
Poop yourself a little bit.
I have no heartbeat. Okay, I can't do anything at all. I think this actually is a good time to panic.
Great. Okay.
Yuck. Imagine. I am a wall! If I wasn't in such a state of panic, this might have been an interesting experience.
Well, you are just another brick in the wall.
Wait a minute. I am the wall. The other side of it leads to the crime scene. I just have to turn around and... Yeah, that's nice and quiet. I feel so much better now.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Long story, bro.
What do
Can't
you want
believe I
from
had
me?
to use the
We're
fucking
just gonna
wrench.
have a little talk.
I mean, really, the wrench on a boarded window. I think you could see why I went back for the hammer.
Say, mister.
Oh my, an admirer. The lengths you walked to meet me. You came to the afterlife. I'm so honored.
I didn't come to meet you. Well, I did, but I'm not your admirer. I don't even know who you are.
Ah, the years. They have not been gentle to my looks. But I assure you, I am the one and only Roger Romero.
Okay, Mr. Romero. I came here to ask you some questions.
By all means.
Okay, time
Is
for
this
some
an interview?
dialogue.
Ask to your heart's content.
I have to find what's the connection between him and Dog. Nadia seems to be the missing link, the one that connects both of them together. But who is Roger? I'll let him speak a little before starting the interrogation. Let's start from the beginning. Tell me your name and a little bit about who you are.
Oh, this is one of those stories. I really need no introduction. I'm the Magnifico Roger Romero, actor extraordinaire, famous bodybuilder, and ex-entrepreneur, inventor of the Romer bars. The only energy bars that guarantee that your hair won't fall out.
But you're kind of fat. I'm pretty sure you're wearing a wig.
That's what happens when you go bankrupt and can't keep eating Romer bars. I blame the consumers. Romer bars were ahead of their time. Years of hamburgers have not managed to fill that hole in my heart. Except for my arteries.
I was about to say.
They filled pretty well.
So, let's focus on... You haven't mentioned how this motel fit in your life. How did you end up here?
Well, I bought this beautiful Victorian-style house, the only one in Lisbon, mind you, as my retirement home. But it was too big of a home for myself, so I decided to reopen it once again as a petite motel. I also still have debts because of the Romer bars. That helped too.
This is going nowhere. Let's try something else.
I really don't want to know about the rumor bars. I mean, they sound rather disgusting, but, sure.
You talk about the Romer bars a lot. What happened there? Made some enemies? Something related to your death?
Oh, nothing like that. The Romer bars were just too good for this world. And some baby in Brazil was born without eyes, and some scientists testified that it was because of the bars. I still think it was her parents who plucked her eyes out.
This is going nowhere. Let's try...
Alright, acting career first.
You said you're an actor. You didn't leave that part of your life exactly behind, right?
What are you implying?
I noticed that there are a lot of lights and cables and cameras and costumes around.
Oh yes, of course. Trinkets of
This
my
is a
life
porn
as
studio.
Star. Keepsakes, if you will.
So, that's all in the past now?
Well, now it is. But as you might have heard, I know news like this flies around you paparazzi people. I was about to make a comeback, a big one. I was about to film my first film with Caveira in more than 20 years. It was to be a werewolf movie.
Oh boy.
And as you know, a werewolf morphing scene is what makes or breaks a horror director such as Oliveira. It's almost strange that this was his first.
A werewolf? That has Dog Mendonça written all over it.
And why do I keep
This
mispronouncing
is the time
his
to
name?
change strategy. Ask the serious questions. What do you know about Dog Mendonça?
I don't know what the tabloids have been telling you, but I never had relations with that man. I don't even know who this Dog Mendonça character is.
That's strange, because he disappeared in your motel. He was with a woman named Nadia. Does that ring a bell?
I don't know any woman by that name.
They were investigating a gypsy curse. You don't know anything about that either, right?
No, of course not.
There were also rumors about a group of people meeting here in this motel.
Nonsense. Is this one of those stories? Motel Romero has been a family place since the day I opened its doors. This is a place where you can bring your children. I'm not associated with any unwanted elements of society. Neither do I know the persons you are mentioning and about gypsy curses. Ha! There is no such thing as a gypsy curse.
Yeah, people keep saying that.
All right, Mr. Romero. If you're not going to be nice, neither am I. So, you say you don't know anything about a man called Dog and a girl named Nadia?
That's accurate. I may have heard about Dog Mediocre. Is he a wrestler or something? It sounds like the name of a wrestler. Hot and rabid. A greasy wife beater in a pink tutu. But this woman, Nadia, I know absolutely no one by that name. I've never heard of someone with that name before. No.
That's strange, because an old associate of yours directly related you to her.
Calumnies! How dare that ungrateful twerp tarnish my name after all I did for him?
I also saw a photo of the two of you together.
Oh, don't bother. Nowadays, anything can be photoshopped.
It was a really old photo.
Look, I don't know where you're getting all these rumors. Is that this kind of story? I told you, I don't know anyone by that name.
There's something odd. What is it? So, you might know her by some other name, right?
No, of course not.
You're hesitating a lot.
What are these sudden accusations? What kind of story do you want to write? You're the worst journalist ever.
I didn't think about it. But Nadia might not even be her real name. Maybe she's the one who's hiding something.
And we have the twist. What a twist. Yes, this is going to go a little long, but
talk
oh well.
about the gypsy curse?
Ha! There are no such things as gypsy curses.
It's not that bad to be scared of what we don't understand.
Are you scared of doing good journalism?
No. Why would I be scared of that?
Because you obviously don't understand it.
This is going nowhere. Let's try something.
Okay, so let's try the other
Why
option.
Are you so
We'll just click through here.
A big man such as you wouldn't be that superstitious.
Exactly.
I mean, you're so full of pride. There's simply no space for anything else.
Are you making fun of my weight? Is that this kind of story?
No. That would be too heavy. Even for you.
I'll have you know that I used to be pretty buff back then. It took all those hamburgers to fill the hole the Romer bars had left in my life. They filled my arteries pretty well. Until the end.
There's something odd. What is it? The hamburgers filled your arteries? Were you suffering from a heart condition? You weren't murdered?
Sadly, no. It would have been a tragic tale. I would have made it to the front page. But alas, no. It was the burgers and a heart, tired of crushing against the waves.
I wonder if he's still trying to hide his fear of a gypsy curse, or if he's honest and the cause of death is not related to it. Either way, this raises other questions. It's not what I asked, but I'll take what I can get.
Okay, so let's ask about the visitors, then we'll wrap things up.
Why are you hiding all those meetings with your friends?
Believe me, if I had any friends worth hiding, they wouldn't have any reason to hide.
I get
we'll
it.
try the last option.
This might have happened right under your nose. Maybe you just turned a blind eye to it.
Yes, I offered my trademark charm and warmth to all the guests. But how am I supposed to remember the names of two of them?
There's something odd. What is it?
The numbers.
Why did you say two? I never said they were two men.
I don't know. I was applying a random number. Why else would there only be two men?
I don't know. You tell me. What were their names?
I already told you I don't know these two gentlemen that allegedly met at my motel.
He will keep denying it, but he clearly knows. I'll keep that in mind.
Finish him.
All right, I think I heard enough. I'll tell you what kind of story I can make up with your statements. After the crash of your Romer Bar's business, you were left with a lot of debt. Like everyone with no skills and no brains in your position, you seeked the help of the wrong people.
Dun
To get out
dun
of trouble,
dun.
you decided to do the only thing you know how to do. A movie.
A porn.
So you and your girlfriend found out about this werewolf detective and decided to snatch him for your movie.
No, that didn't happen.
I mean, look at you. You have no acting skills, and you lost your looks long ago. It could only work with a real werewolf. But when you found out that Nadia had managed to fool him, you were so excited that you had a heart attack.
That's not what happened at all. She would never have anything to do with that lousy man.
Admit it. You made up the gypsy curse to get my boss here so Nadia and you could get rid of the debt.
Stop saying that. Her name was not Nadia.
What?
I said her name was not Nadia. Her name was Morella. Nadia was just a stage name she used to hide her gypsy roots. She was cute like that. Didn't want to be judged by where she came
And
from.
there's the
Didn't
twist.
want to be judged by how she looked. And she looked stunning. Always funny. always brave. Much braver than me, that's for sure. You have no right to soil her name like that. I think it's time to confess. I'm already dead, for God's sake. My reputation can't get any lower. Get your hearts ready for a tale of woe and regret.
And here we go.
This is that kind of story. I never was very smart, but
Really?
I had a lot of heart. I was pretty buffed.
Full of
but I was
hamburgers,
also
it
a
seems.
coward. And I liked her. I really did. Thomas Cavera and that monster came to me. He wasn't looking for talent, which I didn't have any of, but he wanted my looks. My looks and my big ego. I would have done anything to shine on the silver screen. We did monster movies together. Tons of them. None had any great success, but some people cherished the special effects. It was way before CGI, you know. And Morella was there, sometimes when we needed a female lead. And she didn't ever treat me like a tool. She was nice, but she couldn't hide her Roma heritage. Those green eyes, that black hair. Yeah, she was a gypsy, all right. Times were different back then. I didn't know what we were doing. Not back then. The terrible things.
No comment.
When she died on that stage,
Wait,
others
God?
let her bleed to death. I was too scared to do anything. And she damned us. All of us. Morella cursed us with her last spit, blood gushing out of her mouth. And we swore to never tell a soul.
But to be fair, they did
Cavera
film the
and
entire
the
thing.
monster would come often to see me, to see if I was still true to our word, to remind me. The last time they actually came to talk about a new movie. That bit is true. I was really excited for the first time in many years. And that's when she came back. As beautiful as the day she died. Preserved like a stone rose. Her eyes piercing through me. Piercing my bad, tired, maltreated heart until it stopped. I have no excuses anymore.
Wait, what terrible things are you talking about? Who was the monster? What? What? Pazul? I was so close. Oh, now I can't go back to being a ghost until the next moon cycle. Yeah, I know. I asked you to wake me up if the candle was waning. Thanks. I would be trapped back there otherwise. At least I got the name of the director. But I don't know who he is. You know who might? My friend Basco. He loves this stuff, and his encyclopedic knowledge might register the name. He's such a nerd. I should call him.
You just did. A nerd.
Hello? Basco?
Yep.
Hey,
Okay,
man.
the cutscene doesn't
How are
end,
you?
it seems.
Listen, I need something quick. Does the name Tomas Cavera ring any bells? You're telling me to meet you where? A theme park? What? I'm on my way. Let's go, Pazul.
Okay, and we have a new area to explore for next time. Hopefully there's not going to be a lot more cutscenes so I could actually end this thing.
Welcome
oh,
to the
looks like there is.
Maravilloso Mundo de Cavera.
A theme park in Lisbon dedicated to the movies of a local director. How come I never heard of this?
Well, it's kind of a cult place, and you get easily distracted by things like blinking lights.
Ooh,
So,
shiny.
what can you tell me about this director and this place?
Cavera is a cult master. He made a bunch of monster movies throughout the 70s and 80s. All classics.
Monster movies? That sounds like something that Dog would investigate. What was so special about him?
Well, his plots were kind of lackluster. They were always about this guy that turned into a monster and fought other monsters. But he's kind of an unrecognized genius of FXs. His gory depiction of the battles and their costumes put kaiju movies to shame. He inspired modern classics like Human Washing Machine or The Son of Human Washing Machine.
Okay, he seems like someone I should have a talk with. Where can I find him?
Oh, he's
He's a
dead.
very reclusive man.
Okay, not
He
dead.
lives in his own private cinema Somewhere inside the park's labyrinth, it's said that the whole theme park is a test to see who is worthy of meeting him. But no one knows exactly how.
Great. He's my only lead, and we'll have to solve a giant puzzle to find him. Night's just getting better and better.
Okay, finally we are at a place where we could stop. Oh, I didn't think that would go so long when I started talking to that guy. Otherwise, I would have put it in the next episode. And unfortunately, it looks like we're still a little shallow on just splitting the episode, so we'll just wrap it up here and make a big one. As always, feedback is appreciated, either through the comments below, or if you don't really have anything to say, hit the like button because that does help, and subscribe if you wish to see more of my other content. Yes, I know I'm going through this quickly, but, it's been 36 minutes, so it's time to say, I'll see you next time. Oof, what a ride, if you pardon the pun.